This time we won't run this back section, so offline it's really dirty. That is not a license to drifting. It's a license to try and stay on the racing line because it's the only place you're going to get any grip.
So we got invited out here by the NISMO team, Mike Carcamo specifically, to come out here to the first test of the new NISMO GT4 Z.
This car has an extensive work done, not only in the safety aspects, full roll cages, ATL fuel cells, but much, much more on the dynamic and performance side, and the engine performance to really make this car an outstanding package on the racetrack.
I always wanted to race since I was a little kid. I didn't have the traditional opportunities growing up. And so I played video games as a kid to play racing drive. Fast forward many years to 2011, Nissan GT Academy becomes a thing, and I end up winning the contest and racing for Nissan professionally. That was a few years ago. You know, after the pandemic, I got hooked up with Chris Forsberg, and we're here at the GT4 test day with Nissan. I'm super fortunate to be back behind the wheel of a race car today and enjoying every minute of it.
He went out, he did his first flyer, and then his next 6 laps were all within a half second of each other, which is just incredible.
And it was just really impressive to see how much he can get out of the machine, having seen the car for 20 minutes.
But that's what he does. He's an absolute master behind the wheel.
Brian definitely was exercising the car to its fullest potential.
A lot of these corners have, you know, like a long kind of midsection of the corner. It's like a U-turn. The front end just sticks really well to the inside. Very impressed with that.
Say power down.
Power down's very good. But the suspension felt just a little bit behind, a little bit too much movement.
You had a really nice run. You look smooth, and it's good to get your feedback again on having driven the older version.
Yeah, that's a lot different.
Yeah, hopefully we made a step in the right direction.
Many steps, oh yeah.
I've been competing in Nissan-powered Nissans for 20 years now. This is the type of thing that you would like to see happen, you would like to happen in your life, but you don't want to take it for granted, and you can't assume that you would ever get the ability to jump into a GT4 car for a test, especially the debut of a brand new one. With drifting, it's all about the feel, right? It's all about the feel of the car, the rotation of the car, and understanding how much grip the car has left. And so the dynamics of a drift car versus that road race car are very, very different, but I'm still applying the same approach. I didn't get down quite to Brian Highcotter's time, of course.
The biggest thing for me was just learning the limit of the tires. I've never driven on slicks before.
Now he tells me.
I told Brian.
But yeah, traction control just kind of makes like a little like. So I feel like if we turn down the gain on it, it might have helped. So like the onset is fine, but if it didn't like cut in so hard.
So the intervention.
I had already turned it down.
Oh, you did? Oh, so there you go.
Could have done a little bit more.
Drifter.
Yeah, next thing you know, the car looks great sideways.
Yeah.
So you're ready for your second career in GT4?
Yeah, if I can get more than 5 laps at it. The big thing about that is it just shows me how manageable and well-balanced that the NISMO Z GT4 car really is.
Two very accomplished drivers in their own different fields, but it was great to see Brian, who we'd worked with long in the past in GT Academy, but really continue to perform at a top level.
I feel very fortunate to have been one of the first people to, make that transition from the simulated racing world to the real racing world. Sim racing has brought me to where I am right now.
It's the year of Nissan, 2-3 Nissan. And so it's kind of all encompassing and a dream scenario for most people, right? It is very smooth, it's very consistent, it's confidence inspiring. To be able to even be a part of it and to be here is one thing, but to be able to drive the car was just a whole nother.